Hello, I'm Adaeze LlojeUdeogalanya, the founder and CEO of African Women in STEM. I am a TEDx speaker and I am a leadership and strategy coach as well. I've worked in the energy industry for 20 years and by training, I'm a mechanical engineer. On the other side, I'm a daughter first, and I'm a wife to an amazing man who supports all my shenanigans, and a mom to two kids who keep me busy all the time. I love life. I love being curious. I love being creative. And I'm happy to just explore what happens every day. So, for example, I love to dance, I love to cook, and I love to play. And the artistic side of me kind of adds to the STEM part, the engineering part, and makes me an entirely balanced individual. My inspiration came from my upbringing. So now currently I am the founder and CEO of African Women in STEM, where STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. Growing up, my dad is a mechanical engineer, my mom was also in STEM adjacent program, and they always encouraged me to be everything I wanted to be. I used to watch a lot of sci-fi movies when I was a kid, and I loved all the space cartoons, and I decided I wanted to be an astronaut. That evolved to wanting to be a botanist because I figured I could travel around the world and discover exotic plants and animals, or exotic plants. And sometime later, I decided I wanted to be a mechanical engineer because one of the biggest issues that we have in my country, Nigeria, where I'm from, is not having enough electricity to power our needs at home. And I wanted to be able to provide that for women, regardless of where they are, especially those in remote areas. So my dad is a mechanical engineer, like I said, and he did renewable energy stuff. So I figured out there's something called biogas, where you can use waste from your home to create electricity to power your home. So that's kind of where I started. So I worked in the energy industry, not necessarily doing renewable energies for so many years. And the goal still being serving people and making lives better for them. But as I grew and advanced in my career, my vision expanded because I'm a Black woman, an immigrant, a mom, and all of those things. And being a woman in STEM and having all those identities was very, very difficult. So I decided at some point that I didn't want anybody else to go through what I was going through. So that's when I had it in my heart to start African Women in STEM, to provide a community where people can grow, learn, be themselves, evolve, have access to things, get mentoring, and be more than people think yes, they can be. So my vision evolved and I'm happy about where I am today. There was a time that I used to think that personal success was separate from professional success. I know how they say that hindsight is 2020. I've had a 20-year career and I've had time to reflect and realize that they can't be different. Because the reality is that if you're not succeeding in your personal life, it's going to impact your professional life. If you're not succeeding in your professional life, it's going to impact your personal life. So right now, for me, success is one and the same, both for my personal and my professional life. So definitely, to be successful for me means, first of all, that I am okay. I'm doing well, I'm healthy. Because if you think about it, health is something that is personal to me. But if I'm not healthy and I end up sick in the hospital, I cannot do my work. So I have to be healthy first. I have to take care of myself. I have to be in a good state so that I can now, in my personal life, give to the people around me that I care about, and in my professional life, give to my work and the people that I serve in my work. So me, one, the people that my health, two, the people that I serve, three, being able to not have any divide or imbalance or my personal life affecting my professional life or vice versa in one way or another, to me is success. So when I'm able to be one human being, entirely happy, entirely satisfied, moving towards progress in life in general, to me, that's being successful. One of the biggest misconceptions about women in my industry, because I will adopt STEM as an industry as a whole, is that there are not enough women that are exceptional in STEM. And that frankly is not true. There are enough of us in STEM. Most women in STEM, just for the mere fact that they're in STEM, are obviously exceptional because it's hard to get in. It's hard to sustain success for as long as you are. It's hard to do that without a lot of support. But women have been blazing trails, making discoveries, helping companies succeed, being innovative, and just making the world a better place overall in the STEM industry. And what I love about now is that you just need to take a little bit of time and go on the internet and type it in Google, women in STEM, or if you want to make it easier for yourself, you can use one of the AI tools and just ask your question directly and you'll be given the information that you need. So I think it's about time we debunk the myth that women don't do well in STEM. There are not enough women in STEM that are successful, and there are not enough women in STEM that are contributed to the world being a better place. I am an expert. I worked for so many years. I was really good at what I did. And when I transitioned into entrepreneurship, I was like, I am an expert. I have all the skills, I have all these talents, I have all these services that I have to offer, and I'm going to hit the ground running because I have everything. Also, I thought. But again, I was an engineer, I was in leadership, but I worked for companies that had been around for so many years and had different departments that took care of different things. So one of my biggest setbacks was realizing that selling and marketing was not my strong suit. So yes, I had these programs, I had this talent, I had this expertise, but I didn't know how to sell them. It was very uncomfortable for me because it wasn't something that I did on a regular basis, and I had a totally interesting opinion about people who sold because it was almost like the used car salesman kind of thing. So that really helped me out because in reality, if you have a business and you're not selling, you're not making money and you're slowly gonna die. So I had to figure this out. So I started searching. I tried different things. I tried different mentors, I tried different coaches, I tried looking at different things online until finally I found someone that explained selling or sold in a way that was in alignment with who I was. Because again, you have people that are successful at what they do, but the way they sell is not the way I want to sell. So definitely how I overcame it was just making sure that I educated myself enough and trusting my intuition and figuring out who had the solution that I wanted. When I started my business, I thought that was the bravest thing I could ever do in my life. When I left my 9 to 5 and focused on entrepreneurship full time, I thought I could never go beyond this anymore. But I have actually. So just recently in my business, African Women in STEM, we just launched what is called a crowdfunding campaign. Crowdfunding campaigns are ways that startup founders raise money for their projects by essentially reaching out to the crowd. So the success of a crowdfunding campaign is a function of how many people get to know about my project, my mission, and support and contribute to the campaign. So I'm really excited to let you guys know about this. So if you visit our website, africanwomeninstem.com, you can see the page right there. It's an incredibly exciting page where I explain the problems that we are encountering, the solutions that we are providing in African Women in STEM to make sure that women are able to excel in STEM and that we're able to bridge the gap between talent and opportunity for African women in STEM. So please support my campaign. Go to our website, africanwomeninstem.com, watch my page, and support us to continue to create access for women in STEM to leadership position, access to mentoring, access to training, and everything else that they need to succeed in their careers. So thank you in advance for supporting my campaign, and I hope to see you on the other side.